So I wanted to make a YouTube video about a subject that I think is probably one of the most important subjects that there really is, and that is on the subject of whether or not God exists. Now, I was raised in a family that, we believed in God. I was taught to believe in God, and it was just kind of like something that we as a family, we went to church basically. Excuse me, we went to church basically and, did somewhat of a religious thing. So it wasn't like really strong in me. It wasn't strong in us as a family, but there came a point in time when I was about 11 years old when I found out that there was no Santa Claus, there was no Easter Bunny, and I figured that, I can't see God either. And evolution, which we were being taught in school at the time, seems to explain how everything got here and, how everything happened. So, I just kind of figured like, well, I can't see God, so it must be that God also doesn't exist. And so for, I don't know how long it was, but a year and a half, however long it was, I did not believe in God. I was an atheist. And, but there came a point in time where something that was man-made proved to me that we are made by God, and really all things are made by God. Excuse me. And so I was looking at this cassette tape that I was listening to, and somehow, I just looked at this thing and I realized that it had function, and I realized that somebody made this. And, it has lettering on it, it has moving parts to it. So I just figured, it would be kind of weird if someone were to tell me that this thing came about all on its own, that nobody made this thing, right? And then it dawned on me that, like, hey, if that's the case for the cassette tape, what about for the person who made the cassette tape, And so then I realized, like, there must be a God. God definitely exists. So, it was pretty much instant. Like, I automatically believed in God. But, for a little while, I tried to be good, I guess you would say. I became more religious. But, I wouldn't say that at that time I was a true Christian. And of course, after that time, I went through some rebellion phases, So, it's true that the things that are created prove that there is a creator, right? So that one thing made by man really just proved to me that the people that made that thing must have a creator. But, you look around at trees, you look at the sky, you look at the sun, you look at creation. Creation proves that there is a creator. And so, I really don't need more proof than that, Everything that we see, it didn't just come from nowhere. Creation proves that there is a creator. And you know what? There's many other things that you can point to scientifically. There's many other things that you can point to just logically that prove that there is a God, But, keep it simple. Creation proves a creator. And so I'm just going to leave it at that for the day. But, I just challenge anyone watching who might be an atheist, really look into it and, even pray and ask God, if you are real, I pray that you would show yourself to me. And if you're struggling with whether or not God exists, because there's a lot of people who believe in God, but then you know, they might have doubts, and they might, you know, question that sometimes. I pray that God would strengthen your faith, and that God would show you things that, you know, would make that faith in Him unshakable. That no matter what, you would believe that there absolutely is a Creator. And so anyway, may God bless you, and we'll see you in the next one.